Okay, we are live. Okay, so there is a lot of changes that are happening. There's a lot of promos that are going on, and I don't know about you guys, but I feel like unless if you stay perfectly plugged in, it's like a lot. You know, it's a lot, especially during these convention months, because there's different shipping promos in different country, all this kind of stuff. It's just a lot. So I wanted to do this call so we could go over everything. I wanted to share with you. I mean, if you guys were on Q News, you guys probably heard everything that Jake is doing over the next couple months or the CEO call, but I wanted to go over all of that. And then I wanted to share a couple things that we are doing. We are starting a new group with the 5Fs. I'll tell you more about that later, but there's a couple ambassadors that we collaborated. So I want you guys to be in on all of this, but I'm hoping you guys have pen and paper, or you can take notes on your phone, just so you can reference back to this. So it's all in one place. That I need to take notes. So maybe not everyone's like me, but I need to organize all of these promos that we have going on. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about, it's not actually a promo, it's a permanent change that they are making to Q, is we have the 10-day Q Fit trial. So anyone, like if you're doing your workouts, if you're posting your workouts and people want to try the MyQ Fit program, you guys already get it for free as ambassadors, but now you are able to send it to someone to have a free 10-day trial. So that right there is awesome. My personal goal is to plug back into the MyQ Fit and actually like stay consistent with it, because I have not stayed consistent at all. Brittany Ayers is killing it with MyQ Fit. There's a couple people on here that just like rock it all the time, and I'm so impressed and I'm so inspired by them. But that is a change, permanent change. The other permanent change that they have with MyQ Fit is the Core 30. So the Core 30 is going to be an exclusive like workout program with Kimball, and it's going to start every single Monday. So you have the option to buy the Core 30 pack, and you guys, you get Q Core and a bag of greens for $170. So you get a bag of greens for 20 bucks. That's a really, really good deal. I don't know about you guys, but we cannot keep greens in my house because my daughter loves it and my husband loves it. So the Core 30, I'm actually kind of disappointed I didn't change my auto ship to the Core 30 pack this month, because I have 2 Q Cores and 2 bags of greens in there, which was way more expensive than just doing the pack. So that starts every single Monday. So you can constantly be putting people in your funnel that want to have accountability in a workout program. Okay. Every single Monday, this starts. So over the holidays, if you want extra accountability, then use the Core 30. Let's see. So we have price drops. All of our hemp and terpenes have permanently dropped to, I think it's like $41 for a bottle of CBD, which is absolutely insane. Show of hands, like how many people use our CBD? Like at the actual droppers. Okay. That's a lot of people. So we went from what, $70, I think, to like $41 permanently. That's not a promo, that's here to stay. Same with the CBD water elixirs. I hand out the Q Hydrate like candy, just because people are so hooked on Liquid IV. And I'm like, do you know how much sugar and stuff is in there? Like, let's do the Q Hydrate. The Q Hydrate is so much better for you. And it's only 40 bucks for a bag now. I believe it's 40 bucks or around there. Okay. So permanent price drops, permanent Core 30 packs, 10-day fit trial. And then they changed the enrollment. Okay. So people at convention, you guys probably know about this. I don't even think they talked about it on, I don't even know if they talked about it on the CEO call today. Maybe they did. So we now have 2 options. Am I talking too fast for people? Can you guys, are you following along? Okay. So I am talking too fast, Brittany.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Okay. So we now have multiple options for enrollment. Okay. So right now it's been $99 to enroll. And with that, you get free shipping on your auto ship. You get the premium back office, and you get free access to the MyQFit app. So we are now going to have a premium option, which is $99 that you get all that. Or we have, I think it's $39.99. Maybe it's $49.99. I think it's $39. I think it's $39.99. So we have the lower version for enrollment that is $39.99, and you do not get the premium service of the back office, and you do not get free shipping on your auto ship. It's just a basic version of the back office, but no free shipping on your auto ships. So this is also going to be a great way to filter out people who are serious about the business and who just want to try products, which if people just want to try products, we should be enrolling them as a preferred customer anyways. But with this $20 promo, there was a huge influx of people enrolling that weren't actually ready to do the business. So to me, it didn't necessarily attract the right kind of people, because it was $10 more to enroll, instead of doing the preferred customer, you could just for $20 be an ambassador, but it really didn't attract runners. So by having this premium version and a basic version, it is really going to show you who you can really focus your time on, because as your team gets bigger, it is very, very time consuming to pour into people if they are not willing to do an auto ship, or if they're just going to have hesitancy about the business. So I like that they did that. So $99 for the premium version, free shipping, premium version of the back office, MyQFit. And then the other option is $39.99 for the basic version. But what they are doing for the month of September, so from now until the end of the month, it's only $49.99, and you will receive the premium version of the back office, premium version of free auto shipping and all that kind of stuff. So for this month only, you can bring people on for $50 and they will get the upgraded version for the entire year. Does anyone have questions on that? Because I have gotten so many questions for clarification on that today. No? Okay, awesome. All right. People that were at convention, you guys probably noticed, especially if you've been to a convention in the past, there was a huge, huge focus on our international markets. Like I have never, this was my third convention, and they have never put this much like energy into our international markets. Jake actually gave a $1,500 like incentive, or gave everyone he paid every international person like $1,500 to come, pretty much, because to cover the cost of their hotel, their flights, all that kind of stuff. And he upgraded a voucher. Thank you, Bailey. Voucher, $1,500 voucher. And he also upgraded every international person to the VIP experience. So I would definitely say Q has plans in the next 5 years to be in 60 countries. So they are really, really pushing these international markets. So if you have anyone in another country, now is the time when you want to bring them into Q. If you know somebody that has family or friends or someone international, you want to present them with this opportunity. Because I was on Equity Council, I was able to form great relationships with Jim Tracy and Thierry, who run the whole international market. So if you have someone in another country and they want info and they, want to know more, they have questions about our international market, we can get one of them to do a call. They are both very, very busy, but they will make time, especially for international people, because that is where the big focus really should be. I know what one thing I took away from convention was I need to get some international people. I'm sure all the people that were at convention, you can like nod your head and say that that is definitely true, because they are definitely focusing on their international markets. So stop waiting, because the time is now to reach out to those international people. Okay. Speaking of international, as of now, everything in the other markets, everything is in the US currency. Okay. So come November 1st in Australia and New Zealand, it's all going to be converted into their currency, which is huge this has been a huge challenge for people in internationally, because, you know, the conversions, when you check out, when you do everything, it's in US dollars. So then when they actually look at their bank accounts, it's a total different amount. So November 1st in Australia and New Zealand, we will be in their currency. On January 1st, we will be in the Canadian currency. So everything will be in Canadian dollars. So that is huge. And they will all appreciate that. So there's that. Okay. Lots of international talk. International promos that we are doing. So in Canada, anything over $50, they get free shipping. I can't imagine shipping being like cheap coming from in Canada. So free shipping, that's really cool. In Mexico, anything over $50 is half off of shipping. Okay, so Mexico, half off of shipping if it's $50 or more. In Australia, New Zealand, and Europe, it's half. When they spend $125, it's half off. Okay. So promos going for there. Anyone have questions on international stuff?
Can you say that one more time? Sorry, I'm like just writing away.
Yes. So $50 or more in Canada is free shipping. Mexico, $50 or more, they get half off of shipping. And then Australia, New Zealand, and Europe, if they spend $125, it's half off of shipping. Okay. Oh, and then for the US, if there's a PC and they order $125 or more, they get half off of their shipping. So that's for us US people.
Is that for new PCs?
I believe it's any PC.
And then you said for Mexico, how much is it for their shipping?
50.
50, and they get half off shipping.
And they get half off. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. So as far as the promos over the next couple months, you guys, new people, our holiday season is wild here. Okay. So they are constantly dropping new products. They are constantly doing promos, and they really help us. They make company momentum. Okay. So momentum does not just happen. So whoever is just like enrolled and just waiting for this like burst of momentum to happen in your business, it's not going to happen. Momentum is planned. You have to be strategic. You have to work towards it. It is planned. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So Jake he's very smart at what he does. And he knows it's an industry standard that over the holidays, it's a slower time in network marketing. Okay. So he plans specifically these promos, Christmas cash, dropping new products. He plans momentum for us. So it's up to you to take advantage of that and plant those seeds and be talking to people and create momentum for your business. It's not just going to come to you. Okay. So what he's doing, he didn't say specifically what he's dropping, what the promo is, but I wrote some dates down because I want to, pay extra attention to these dates, because he will be backdating these promos. So for example, some stuff that he has done in the past, he has ran promotions to where if you're personally sponsored, if you're personally enrolled ambassador, maybe gets a certain amount of customers, or if they receive a certain rank, then you, because you're their sponsor, get like a $300 additional bonus. Okay. So he has done stuff like that in the past. So because the main purpose is to take the newest people and help them get a paycheck. Okay. So that I have a feeling that maybe that might be what he does. And how cool is that? You get to help your people win and then you get an extra bonus, you know? So he mentioned September 23rd. He's going to be going. So it's already what? September 1st. So anything we do this month, whatever this promo is that he's dropping, he's going to backdate it to the beginning of the month. Okay. So he's going to be live from the President's Lodge and he's going to drop a promo that will be backdated. Do I know what that promo is? No. But do I know that I just want to get as many customers, get as many ambassadors and help them get a paycheck? Yes, because whatever the promo is, it's going to be backdated and there will be incentives for us, obviously. Okay. And then on October 28th, he announced that he is going to be dropping Halloween holiday promotions, products, and incentives. Okay, so he's already dropping something in September, and then he's going to be dropping something else again in October. Okay, I don't know if you guys, some people on here, if you've come from a previous company, but this doesn't happen. These like promos, these incentives, these new products, like this is not normal. We're very lucky to be in a company where they create this momentum for us. So that will be happening in October. And then November 18th is going to be Q Friday. So that is our Black Friday, essentially, where we have insane deals, insane discounts, insane promos, insane packs. Like it gets crazy. They bring in new stuff, new products. Sometimes they even launch like whole new verticals. Okay. Like they just do some wild stuff. So that will be happening in November. He also mentioned that he's going to bring Christmas cash early this year. Okay. So Christmas cash last year was in December. And Christmas cash included additional bonuses. If you helped your personally enrolled, you got more money. And the whole point of it was to help get people paid on Christmas. Okay. But he's going to be doing that earlier this year. So it's going to be in November. So people can have that money in hand before Christmas. And then Jake grew up very poor. I don't know if a lot of you have heard his story. But he has a very impactful story. He was dirt poor. He never had anything growing up. And one day he decided that he didn't want to be a no person anymore. And he, I don't know if you guys were on that call. I know some of you, Brittany Morgan's shaking her head. Yes. Like that made me cry. That made me cry. He had like never had avocado or shrimp because it was like expensive. And he just grew up in such a poor family. But he had mentioned that in December, Santa Claus is coming and he likes to give back even more than normal because he never had anything growing up. So he gets all into the whole Santa Claus thing. So I have no idea what's coming in December, but I'm really excited. And then after December, we have convention in January where we are going to be launching a completely new vertical. And I have a feeling that I know what it is. I think it's going to be something to do with like household products, possibly like clean, non-toxic, maybe household products or like deodorants, toothpaste, that kind of stuff. They had talked to us a lot about it at EC Bootcamp. And I'm assuming that that is what it's going to be. So my plan from here on out is to start talking to people about, toxic stuff in our home, including like air fresheners, cleaners, toothpaste, this and that, to get in those conversations. So when that stuff drops, I already have a list of people that I can reach out to that can be my customers, or I don't know. That is my plan, at least. But I was wanting a couple people to share their goals of what they have. So I know my goal is to start dropping and getting in conversations with people, like I said, about toxic living and stuff like that. And I want to be executive in customer volume in January. And I know this is really scary to put out there, Brittany Hitch talks about like putting big goals out there. And, you know, we just watched her, she ran for Royal and she didn't hit it, but she still freaking ran for it. So verbalizing your personal goals and being scared with your goals, like that's okay. Like getting out of the self-limiting belief that we all have. Okay. So my goal is January convention. I want to hit platinum. I really ran for platinum this last convention and I didn't get it, but that's okay. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to keep running for it. You know, like now I'm just even more motivated and more inspired. And I want to be more strategic with how I build this momentum for myself leading into the January convention. So I asked a couple people to get on here and to speak what their goals are and what they plan on doing to hit those goals. And I want to hear everybody's goals, personal goals, in the comments. I want to hear what you guys have planned for yourself leading into January. Okay. Because January is going to be one of our biggest conventions ever. Okay. And whole new verticals being launched, all this momentum that they are building for us. So it's up to you to create that momentum in your business. So I'm going to have Brittany Morgan go first on what her goal is. Brittany Morgan was with Beachbody for 7 years. And I worked on this girl for so long to get her over here. She told me no so many times, but I still kept that relationship and I still kept dripping on her because I knew what an impactful leader she would be. And she's doing that. Like she's showing up. Girls almost hit elite 2 months in a row. Like it's going to happen for her soon. I know it is, but Brittany, let's hear what your goals are leading into the January convention and what you plan on doing.
Lord, as soon as you said I'm going to have some people talk, my heart dropped into my asshole. So yeah, here we are. Okay. First of all, one of the biggest things I'm going to do is obviously stepping out of my comfort zone because, you know, there's no growing inside your comfort zone. So doing things that make me uncomfortable, a lot of that is stepping up in leadership positions, like talking on calls or doing whatever's asked of me basically to take that next step. And then also really focusing on helping the people that I'm enrolling have their wins. I think that I'm getting fairly good at, you know, connecting people to Q, but now I really want to make sure that I am helping the new people also feel the success of it. My personal goal is definitely elite for September, bronze mid-November, early December, and silver by convention. And like when I first thought about it, at first I told Brooke bronze at first, you know, I was like bronze by convention. Then I texted her, I was like, you know what? F that, like I'm going for silver because it is, I know it's possible. And a lot of it is going to be just continuing to do what I'm doing by showing up, being authentic, making sure I'm plugged into the business and the people that I'm enrolling and, you know, helping my people also get wins.
Yes.
Also, one thing I wanted to say that I thought about was really important, I think a lot of people need to hear, is there's like a quote floating around somewhere that's like, don't make your reason your excuse.
Mm-hmm. And,
you know, my kid, I don't know if you can hear my baby screaming in the background, but like, I could have easily told Brooke, like, I can't talk. I'm sorry. Like, I've got these crazy kids. Like, it would have been really easy for me, but I just felt like there's probably some more people out there that needed to hear that. And, you know, just got to do the dang thing. So
100%. I love that last part that you added because I especially have seen it quite often where, you know, I'm doing people's launch calls and I ask them what their why is. And a lot of times someone's why ends up being their excuse for why they quit. And it's really sad to see people give up on themselves because they're just looking for an excuse. Like they're looking for an excuse because it's safer. We feel we're trying to naturally protect ourselves from failure. You know, we're trying to justify why we are quitting or whatever, because it's just naturally, that's what we do to protect ourselves. But I actually saw a quote, speaking of quotes, you know, while we're talking about them. And it said, I think I have it memorized, but I'm just going to pull it up just so I don't completely butcher it. But it says, it takes just as much energy to think big as it does to think small. So every time you find yourself thinking small or giving yourself excuses, change your mindset and start thinking big. Let your goals scare you and stop comparing yourself. So I know I was even guilty of that last night. And I know we're being recorded, but I admire like Claudia so much. Like Claudia Gonzalez has made a huge impact in Q. She came in here, she hit platinum in like 26 days or something like that. But one thing that she's been able to do is she has been here for a few months, I think since January, but she already has a platinum underneath her and she has countless golds. She just popped like 3 golds over this convention month, countless silvers. And I'm like, wow, I admire that so much. But then I noticed I was thinking like, why can I do that? What am I doing wrong? Am I a bad leader? Like, why am I not popping all these golds and all these silvers? And I had to get out of my own way. I had to get out of my own head and just admire and use it as motivation. So we're all guilty of it, no matter what rank you are, no matter what level you're at, even if you're just starting or if you're a year and a half into this, trying to run for a different rank. Like you're always going to have those self-limiting beliefs. So it's just up to you to switch your thinking around. Okay. So, thank you for that, Britt. That was awesome. I am going to have Kylie go ahead and unmute herself and talk. So Kylie actually she enrolled a while ago and she didn't really do much with the business. She just kind of unplugged. I thought that I had lost her forever. But she just recently decided that she is ready to rock and roll and she wants to plug back in. So she's starting fresh from ground zero. But Kylie, I want to hear tell everyone what your goals are and what your plans are leading into January.
Okay, so I'm Kylie. So like Brooke said, yeah, I started around this time last year. And I actually went into it with the intentions of putting in 100% effort. And I actually didn't. My nerves and the uncomfortableness for me got the best of me. And like she said, it made it be an excuse when it's not. But my goal for this month is elite, followed by just maintaining elite. And then my goal for January is silver. And I want to maintain silver after that also. So, yeah.
Yes, I'm so excited for you. And this girl, she's a business owner. She has that mindset. So again, like when people give up, it always comes back to like just our own self-limiting beliefs. Can you see that? Like the nerves and the uncomfortableness got to her. So it's easier just to like quit than to keep going when it gets hard.
Right.
Okay.
But even like Brittany said, you can't grow with being, if you don't step outside of your comfort zone. And it's already been uncomfortable, but I'm here for the uncomfortableness every day.
It's part of the reason why I asked you to talk tonight. So I'm really proud of you for doing it. Okay. And then the last person I'm going to have talk is Katie. Katie has been with me since the beginning. She was actually my very first ambassador. And I know I have big goals for Katie, what I want her to do from now until January. So go ahead, Katie, and tell us what your plans are.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I want to keep seeing people's goals in the comments because I'm reading them.
Going back and forth. I'm like, my goal is gold by January. And I was like, you'll never do that. Like my mind literally shaking. And then everyone's talking about it. I'm like, yeah, we all have the same doubt. But my goal is gold by convention for OV and then elite for CV. So I have a plan on, actually today I stayed home all day and like worked on Q stuff and just got a calendar organized of what I'm going to post, when I'm going to post it, got everything set up so my goal is to have 15 of my own people at convention that are in my team, my downline. And I want to help 2 of my girls that I know right now. I mean, obviously all of them, but I know their goal is bronze. So I really want to help them get 2 bronze. And I want to bring on 10 new ambassadors by convention and help them all get 2 and rank to executive. So I have really big goals. It's terrifying, but it's out there now. So here we are.
It's supposed to be scary.
Yeah, I'm shaking and sweating. So
I am too. Okay. All right. Does anyone else want to share what their goals are? This is why I wanted everyone to do this is because we're all scared of our goals. We're all scared. We all get in our head. Like we all have that doubt, but it's just the ones who have success are going to be the ones that push through that fear and push through that doubt. So if there's anyone else that wants to speak it into existence and tell us what their goals are, I would love to hear it. I know Rachel just hit bronze yesterday. So I'm so proud of you. Yes, we can all clap for Rachel. So I'm sure Rachel's going to be running for silver, gold. I mean, you're already a bronze team. I'm so proud of you, Rachel. And then if anyone else wants to share their goals, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hey, Brooke. It's Erin. So I'm going to speak it into existence. I really want to hit bronze, if not something more. The people who were at convention with us know this, but like I almost quit and I had a lot of like personal things going on. And I just was like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Totally doubting myself all the time. Even though I love the products and I believe in everything that we have here at Q, I was still doubting myself. And then my husband was like, we're going to convention. We have to buy our tickets. And I was like, this is like this. He's my why. Our family is my why. It, you know, our future family, whatever. But I also need to prove to myself that I can do it. So it's going to be scary. I'm so scared.
It is going to be scary.
Yeah.
But that's okay because it feels so good. Like once you do it. So I don't know if you guys saw in the team chat today. But I reached out to someone who has been on my chicken list for such a long time. And, you know, I always tell everybody, reach out to your chicken listers, But there was this one person that I have never reached out to. And I'm just like, what kind of leader am I if I'm telling people to do something, but I'm not doing what I'm telling people to do? So I felt like it was my first day with Q all over again. I was super shaky. I had to go into a room and be completely by myself. I practiced the voice message over and over and over again. He hasn't responded yet, but you know, actually, let me see if he's seen it. Let's see if I'm ghosted, because it happens. Everybody gets ghosted. Like I said, no matter what level you're on. I mean, let's see. He hasn't seen it yet. Still says sent. We do chat about other things though. So, and it was a voice message. But if he doesn't respond, that's okay, because that's just part of it. That doesn't mean I'm going to quit. Okay. And that shouldn't be a reason for any of you guys to quit if you reach out to a couple people and they ghost you or they tell you no. Because the reality is the first people that you reach out to are probably people that you're comfortable with. So start reaching out to people, building those connections, building those relationships with people that you are uncomfortable with, because that is where the true growth will happen. Anyone else want to share some of their goals?
I will. It's Carissa.
Yes, let's hear it.
I also want to hit bronze by January. I had to go back to work full time right after I started Q, or here recently. So I want to be back home. I was home full time for 3 years and I just went back to work. So I want to be back home. So I need to hit bronze and beyond to be back home. So that is my goal. So, you know, bronze or beyond by January. But yeah.
It will happen. You have so much time, but it's about putting in the effort now, planting those seeds. Like I've said in this call, momentum is planned. It doesn't just happen, it's planned. So we have to be putting in the work and working our businesses. Okay. All right. There is one thing that I just wanted to end the call with. So this was a slide that was at convention, and I feel like a lot of times we get, yes, we all have like our own goals and stuff like that. Oh, actually, there's one more thing after this. Thank you, Katie. Katie just texted me and reminded me of something else. But sometimes we get wrapped up in our own goals and we might get frustrated with people that like we bring on that like don't work the business, or, you know, with people, when people quit or whatever. And there's a lot of talk of like, Bailey and I talk about it a lot, like meeting people where they're at, like giving people grace. If they're not ready to work the business, then they're not going to work the business, but you just keep doing what you are doing. Stay in phase one, keep looking for your people. Okay. Because when you do find people that want to run, it's a lot of fun. But Jake, there was this quote when he did his presentation, and I don't know, I just really liked it. So it said, people over profit, people over pride, people over public perception. We're here to help make your life a little bit easier. We're here to help the life of the next person you work with become a little bit easier. Helping someone earn $100 extra right now is a game changer. Like, I'm going off the quote. $100 can be a complete game changer for some families. Okay. So don't discount that. Even helping someone get to, I mean, gosh, the promos in September right now, it's $300 to hit builder. That's huge for some families. Okay. So $100 extra right now is a game changer. That helps offset the cost of sending your kids back to school. Maybe that makes it to someone and their significant other that they can go on a date this month and improve their relationship. Maybe that helps them pay off their credit cards a little bit sooner. People over profit. So the first time I was at Silver Summit, Jake had said, if you're not in it for the people, then you're going to quit. If you're not in it for the personal growth, you will quit. If you come in here playing the comparison game, you're not going to last long. So those were his 3 tips. But the main one was always people over profit. You need to be in this industry to help people and be unshakably confident with your ability to help people. We don't hide behind the fact that you're with a network marketing company. Let all the shame and the stigma of whatever you might have in your head, let it go. Like, we have so many powerful products. I'm hoping that all of you guys are in the Q Impact testimony page, but I will read through those testimonies and I get emotional because our products have literally changed people's lives. I'm kind of one of those crazy conspiracy theory people. I don't know. Am I crazy? Like, I feel like a lot of that stuff has happened. It's all coming to life. But I truly believe some of like my favorite clean supplement companies are now owned by Nestle. And it's astonishing. I don't use big words often. Is that considered a big word? Astonishing. It's so wild to me that people manipulate others into thinking that they're buying something good for them. And it's really just a completely greenwashed label that isn't really going to do anything for them. So I am very passionate about the products that we have and how we can help so many people. So I want you guys all to have that unshakable confidence in this business opportunity, because if you really work this business how you're supposed to and stay consistent, you will make money. And if you get our products in people's hands, you will help change their lives. I know when I'm being recorded, so I can't say, when I had anxious feelings postpartum, our CBD literally changed my life. And maybe that's where my passion comes from with our products. But that is why, like Marielle said at convention, don't be stingy with your products. Give them out to people, let them feel it for themselves, because they will feel a difference when they take our products because of how high our quality standards are. And because of that BioSync technology. And then there's one more thing, but since I just went on that big rant, does anyone want to add to that? Does anyone have anything to say about how amazing Q is? In our product?
So I would actually just like to say, so I just joined in August, and I started with the Women's Vitalize.
Mm-hmm.
And I had my son a year ago. Postpartum hit me real hard. Like, I was on antidepressants for the first, 5 months of his life. Mm-hmm. They didn't work. Since I've started the Vitalize, I'm literally becoming myself again, and it is freaking amazing.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I love hearing these. You need to make go into Q Impact and you need to make a post about the Vitalize, because more women need to hear this. More women need to know that there's options out there. Like, you don't have to feel helpless. I thought I was going to have to live with my anxious feelings forever. I just thought this was my new way of life. Okay. So probably what you felt, you know, thinking that, is this my new normal postpartum, you know? So we have stuff that can literally change people's lives. Okay. So one last thing for you guys, unless if somebody else wants to share. I know it's late, guys. Okay. I get it. I get it. All right. So last thing, they talked a lot about during convention about the 5Fs. That is the backbone to our entire company. The 5Fs are faith, family, fitness, friends, and finances, in that order. Faith being first, faith and family being first, and finances being last. Okay. So you need to protect your 5Fs. So what we are doing, is Tristan on here? Tristan, Brittany Ayers, Stephen and Stacy, well, Stacy, we all, I don't think they're on here. Well, I know Brittany is, but we decided that we are going to start a Facebook group, and it's a 5Fs accountability group. So coming into the next convention, I want you guys to pick an F to focus on and to be committed to that F. And if you want to be entered, if you want to be put into this accountability group that we have, please put it in the team chat so we can add you to that. We are going to highlight a different F probably each week, and just be there to hold each other accountable. This is also, I hope that it grows into a group where we can invite just even people who are not a part of Q. Just bring them in there, because everyone needs to focus on their 5Fs. Okay. So I'm really excited about this group. I haven't made any like graphics or anything on it yet. I did create the group and added a couple people, but if you can, if you already have it on top of your head, put the F in the comments of what you want to commit to. So mine, being a little vulnerable, mine is going to be fitness, but not so much the fitness aspect of it, but the food aspect. I guess it's probably, I don't know, I need therapy or something. I didn't become a drug addict or anything with my traumatic childhood that I had, but I am a binge eater. So I'm going to get emotional. I can gain 30 pounds and drop 30 pounds like nothing. Like, it's really sad, my relationship with food. And I've really, really struggled to feel normal around food, and fitness goes along with my relationship with food. So from now until January, I'm really going to focus on being consistent with food and fitness. And I need the accountability. I need your guys' help. And I know that I'm probably not the only one that needs accountability when it comes to the 5Fs. So I need to work on all my Fs, Coral. If you guys want to be added into this group, we're all going to be holding each other accountable. So Jamie, my food is therapy. Yet I eat when I'm happy, sad, whatever. I don't know. I just binge, which, like I said, I can gain or drop 30 pounds. It's like a weird superpower that I have, but I'm kind of sick of having that. So that is, and yeah, you can definitely focus on more than one. I saw family in here a lot, food, fitness, finances. I mean, we all need to get our Fs aligned. So is there anyone else that wants to share something to close this out? I love seeing all of your guys' faces. I'm so happy that you're here. And again, if you want to be added into the accountability group, put it in the team chat so then I can go back and add everybody. Okay. So now until January, focus on those Fs, build the momentum in your business. It's not just going to happen. You have to create it. You have to create that momentum, but we are all here for you. We are a massive support system for each other. So don't think you're in this alone. And if you're struggling with something mentally, there's probably somebody else that's struggling with that too. So that doesn't mean you quit though. We just lean on each other and we push through. Okay. Well, I'm so happy that you guys were all on tonight.